Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And this message is for Virgo. It's Virgo rising, Virgo moons, Virgo descendants can get a message out of this. And if you have stelliums in Virgo, like 3 planets in Virgo or more, even though you might have another sun sign. So thank you so much for your views. And thank you for those that do view and have subscribed. Also, thank you for those that aren't subscribing. Thank you for being a blessing, and thank you for just considering to watch the videos. Also, the message is here for you. So here is your next message for Virgos. And the eclipse is bringing in energy that's healing hearts. Yesterday, you got a message of healing wounds from the past. So this is still the message today. The Three of Swords is reversed. So there's ongoing healing, is what it tells me concerning you and 2 other people. So 2 + 1 = 3, wherever you were in the middle of a situation. And I believe that some of you don't know what the situation is about. You were left with a broken heart or heartache of disappointments. Your healing is coming, and conclusions are coming. I also hear that the illusion that you were in is now broken. So you were living in some type of thought pattern that could have been conducive to someone else's. It could be work, it could be in a relationship, it could be in a marriage, it could be just the way that you were thinking about life. And something came and broke the illusion, which also caused exposure to some things that you had to really take a look at and say, okay, this is what this is. I cannot overlook it anymore. And I also hear that this has to do with some type of, for some people, it's going to be associations that they are part of, friendships. It could be associations like churches that you're looking at yourself and you've been disappointed in. The spirit is telling you to be how would I say, to trust your feelings and your emotions with this heartbreak. I think a lot of times whenever we get cards that say heartbreak, people will think it's related to a love relationship, but we love in different ways. We also love um, association. We love our social connections. And when they disappoint us, this here same heartbreak can come in as a marriage, that's challenged, and a man, a love relationship, an intimate relationship. Okay, so moving on from there, the 5 of Cups. Yep, there's someone that's out there grieving about this situation. So this is something that is been happening, or that has been going on. I think that some, because this is a collective reading, is just finding out. So some of the Virgo energies are already accepting and moving on, and some are just catching up with the understanding of this energy, and they are grieving. And anytime you're hurt, grief is a part of the healing process. I do feel that this includes people that have lost loved ones. I believe that some of you are being contacted by loved ones that's passed on as well. I feel the energy of individuals who have loved ones that's passed on, that's connecting. And so your grief is recognized, and your healing is already taking place as well. Move forward in your healing. It's good to recognize that you're grieving, and, to feel those emotions. It's also good to accept the grief that you're walking through. It's really not permanent. It is something that you're going to heal from as you allow your healing to be. I don't want to get too caught up in that, where it's like I'm saying that you force, but grief is a normal process of life, as so healing. We can't have grief or healing without some type of grief. We can't have a healing without being wounded. We can't heal from disappointments if there's no disappointment. So all of this is about life, and it's what life is about. And so God bless those that are suffering or in pain. This too shall pass, and this suffering cannot compare to the glory that awaits, you in Christ. So God is in your midst, and your transition loved ones are there. You got angels and guardians that are working with you. So talk to them. And I see you writing out information. I also see someone writing a book. This is specific. And here, the blessing of it all is the Nine of Cups is here. The fulfillment of your emotions with the Five of Cups. So you went through 6, 7, and 8 cups, those numbers, and you went into the Nine of Cups where your cups are going to be fulfilled. There's my cup overflowed. My cup may have felt like it was empty when I was grieving or as I grieve, but there is the Nine of Cups that has come in, and the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It is my cup overfloweth. And so you say that too, and you begin to feel that healing. My cup overflows. And this is in the eclipse energy, the eclipse 19th and 20th, which is actually tomorrow and Thursday. Today is Tuesday, 4/18. And so some old things are leaving your life. And I say old in the manner of things that is not working for you. Freely let them go and freely watch more of your blessings come in, because you guys have been blessed regardless of the inner emotional challenges that you've went through that people don't know about. You can't hide your emotions, give them to God. And so there is a moment of reflection. It's time for you to look at your accomplishments, your achievements, let go of stress, let go of anxiety. When you look at your accomplishments, Virgo, and your achievements, you're going to say, thank you, God, thank you, universe. And you're going to see that you are really proud of what you've done. Sometimes you do have to sit down and reflect on all that you've done, especially when you're a Virgo, because Virgos are workaholics if they're not careful, and they believe in perfecting those things that concern them. Another thing that I want to add is the eclipse is going to be in your 8th house. It's transiting Aries, the 8th house, and that means that your identity is going to be in view of you. You're going to feel like, what am I doing? What's going on? The other thing is that social impacts and economical impacts, everything that you may see happening in the world could affect you. You are a world changer, and what that means is that Virgos tend to be individuals that work on platforms, speaking, entertainment, writing. They become broadcasters, journalists, that kind of thing. And so what you are looking at right now is your identity in the biological, economical, social system. And you're going to be saying what's really going on in my world and in the world that I live in. And you're going to be looking at how you're going to be able to make a greater mark in life. And so that's what's going to be going on with you, because the 8th house is about other people's money. It's also, it means that if you are going through a relationship breakdown, other people's money is involved. There could be a dissolving or a divorce, or there could be a mending of situations where there's going to come back together. This is what Scorpio's house, the 8th house, is all about. So you'll be looking at some of those things, and some of this here could be about heartbreak in relationships. It also could be what's going on in the world. You can see it's, Scorpio is a subconscious energy. And so with the eclipse hitting that 8th house, you're going you're going subconscious or into the subconscious realm, and you are actually looking at things that people don't recognize or see. You could be looking at things that have been happening in other countries that's not of equality. You could be looking at challenges that's going on with different cultures and races, and experiencing a desire to make change. If and so that's what I have for you. I think it's good once you realize that you're going to go forward with your career, humanitarian position, thoughts, because Virgos are about humanitarianism, and they are also about serving communities, and giving into the communities and making sure that the community is taken care of in most cases. Their gift is perfectionism, although perfectionism is not a balanced trait. They want to make sure that people are saw about like the Virgin Mary, the Virgin Virgo. And so I would keep on talking on and on. You could join some of my classes. I have a class on Thursday at I think it's 6 o'clock. I mean 6:30 Eastern. And you can email me at Kim Warner, uh Kim at KimWarnersWorld.com to find out about it. The information will be in the description box, but you should really be looking at your evolution subconsciously, and how you're going to help to reframe the world and help those that are in need, Virgo. And that is the message for you. That's a wonderful thing. All right. Bye bye.